My dear friends, let me ask you something straight from the heart. How many nights have you stayed awake, worrying about whether your pension will be enough to cover the bills, the groceries, and maybe just a little something extra for yourself? I know that feeling. It's heavy, it's tiring, and it makes every new announcement from the government feel like a lifeline. Well, today I bring you news that could change the way you look at the weeks and months ahead. Because right now, we're talking about a confirmed payment, confirmed $5,000 in Centrelink age pension payment. And I'm here to walk you through exactly what this means, who can get it, and why it matters for you and your family. Before we get deep into it, let me pause for a quick second. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and join our wonderful community. That simple click makes sure you never miss an important update about your pension, your benefits, and your financial security. And honestly, it feels like we're building a family here, one that looks out for each other. So go ahead and subscribe now, and let's move forward together. Now friends, let's talk about why this $5,000 payment has become such a big topic. For many seniors across Australia, the age pension is not just a monthly support, it is the backbone of everyday life. Think about it. The cost of living has gone up, electricity bills are climbing, food prices at the supermarket seem higher every single week. And don't even get me started on medical costs. For someone relying on a fixed pension, every extra dollar makes a difference between comfort and constant worry. That's why a payment as significant as $5,000 is not just news, it's hope. You see, over the past few years, governments have been facing tough decisions about how to support retirees. On one side, they want to manage the economy, and on the other, they cannot ignore the growing pressure seniors face. This payment is part of that balance. It's more than just a number. It represents dignity, respect, and recognition for the hard work you've put in all your life. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine waking up one morning and seeing $5,000 added to your bank account. What would that mean for you? Maybe it's the chance to pay off some bills that have been piling up. Maybe it's the freedom to finally replace that old fridge that's been humming for years. Or maybe it's simply peace of mind, knowing that you can breathe a little easier without worrying so much about every single dollar. But here's the important part. I don't want you to feel confused or left in the dark about how this works. That's why I'm here today, to take you step by step, slowly, clearly, and carefully, so that by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what this payment means, who is eligible, how it's being rolled out, and what you can do to make sure you don't miss out. And let me assure you, I'm going to keep it simple. No complicated financial jargon, no government doublespeak, just clear explanations, told in a way that makes sense, like one friend sitting down at the kitchen table with another. So let's begin with the basics. What exactly is this $5,000 Centrelink age pension payment? To really understand the $5,000 Centrelink age pension payment, we need to go back to the foundation of what the age pension is all about. The age pension has always been designed to provide support to Australians who have worked hard all their lives, raised families, paid taxes, contributed to the nation, and are now in retirement. It's the government's way of saying, we see you, we appreciate you, and we want to make sure you can live with dignity. But here's the challenge. The pension has often struggled to keep up with the rising cost of living. Inflation eats away at the real value of money. A pension amount that once covered weekly expenses comfortably may now barely stretch far enough to cover essentials. That is why lump sum payments like this $5,000 boost are so important. They help to fill the gap that has grown between what seniors receive and what they truly need. Now, let's look at the reason behind this payment. The government knows that Australians are facing increasing financial pressure. Rent is higher than ever. Energy bills are spiking. Everyday groceries, milk, bread, meat, vegetables, cost far more than they did just a few years ago. Seniors on a fixed income feel the squeeze the hardest. Unlike younger people, retirees don't have the option of picking up extra shifts at work or running a side business to boost income. For pensioners, the age pension is the primary lifeline. That's why the $5,000 payment has been confirmed, to provide relief and reassurance. It's not just about giving out money, it's about easing financial stress, improving mental health, and making sure seniors feel supported in their golden years. And let's not forget, this payment also has a ripple effect. When seniors receive extra funds, they spend that money in their communities. They pay local bills, shop at local stores, support small businesses, and keep the economy moving. So in many ways, this isn't just good news for pensioners, it's good news for everyone. Now you might be wondering, who exactly is eligible for this payment? That's a fair question, and one I know is on the minds of thousands of Australians right now. The truth is, the payment is linked directly to those who are already receiving the Centrelink age pension. This means if you are currently on the age pension, you are in line to receive this confirmed $5,000. But there's more to eligibility than just being a pensioner. The government has set clear guidelines. Things like residency requirements, income thresholds, and asset tests still play a role. These conditions are not new, but they are important to understand. I'll explain them fully in the next section, step by step, so you know exactly where you stand. For now, though, I want you to take a deep breath and realize something important. This payment is real, it is confirmed, and it has the potential to make a big difference in your life. Imagine again what this could mean. Picture yourself at the pharmacy, being able to afford every single medication without hesitation. Picture walking into the supermarket and filling your trolley without worrying about putting things back. Picture being able to help a grandchild with school costs, or simply enjoying a little treat for yourself, because you've earned it after decades of hard work. Friends, this isn't just about dollars and cents. This is about dignity. This is about recognition. This is about making sure seniors are not left behind in a country they helped build. So stay with me, because in the next part I will go into detail about who qualifies, how the eligibility works, and what steps you may need to take to make sure you don't miss this $5,000 payment. Now that we've talked about the meaning and importance of the $5,000 Centrelink age pension payment, let's carefully go through the part that everyone is asking about: eligibility. Because when it comes to government payments, one of the most common worries seniors have is, am I actually going to get it? The good news is this: if you are already receiving the age pension through Centrelink, then you are in line to receive this payment. But as with most benefits, there are certain rules and conditions that apply. Let's take a slow, step-by-step look at them. First, the most basic requirement is age. To qualify for the age pension in Australia, you must have reached the pension age. Right now, that age sits at 67 years old. This means anyone under 67 will not be eligible, even if they are struggling financially. The age pension is specifically designed for older Australians, so this rule is firm. Second, you must meet residency requirements. Generally, you need to be an Australian resident and have lived in the country for at least 10 years, with at least 5 of those years being continuous. This rule exists to make sure that the pension supports those who have spent a significant part of their lives contributing to Australia. There are some exceptions, especially for people who have worked in countries that share special agreements with Australia, but for most seniors, the 10-year residency requirement is key. Third, we have the income and assets tests. Now, I know this can sound complicated, but let me put it in simple words. The government looks at how much income you receive from other sources, like investments, savings, or part-time work. They also look at what assets you own, such as property, excluding your main home, cars, or other valuables. If your income or assets are above certain limits, your pension payment might be reduced, or in some cases, you may not qualify at all. Here's the important part. The $5,000 payment is tied to your existing age pension status. So, If you are already on the age pension and receiving payments, you don't have to apply separately to be considered. Centrelink already has your details, and the payment will be delivered directly to you. But if you're not sure about your eligibility for the age pension itself, now is the time to check. Don't wait until the last minute. Log into your Centrelink online account, call the services line, or visit your local Services Australia office to confirm your details. Because once you are approved for the age pension, you automatically become part of the group that receives this $5,000 support. I want to pause here and say something important. Please don't let fear or confusion stop you from checking. I know many seniors feel overwhelmed by paperwork, by complicated government websites, or by long waiting times on the phone. But remember, you have earned this support. This is not charity. This is your right as someone who has worked, contributed, and lived through decades of service to family and country. And friends, here's something else to remember. The rules may sound strict, but they are designed to be fair. If you truly rely on the age pension, you are very likely to be eligible. This $5,000 payment is not about excluding people, it is about helping as many seniors as possible. In the next part, we're going to go deeper into the payment process itself, when it will arrive, how it will be delivered, and what you need to do to make sure it lands safely in your account without delay. Now that we've talked about eligibility, let's move on to the next big question on everyone's mind. How and when will this $5,000 payment arrive? Friends, the good news is that this payment will be handled directly through Centrelink, the same way your regular age pension payments are delivered. That means you don't need to go through a new application. You don't need to fill out extra forms, and you don't need to worry about missing out because you didn't sign up in time. If you are already receiving the age pension, the payment will automatically be processed for you. The $5,000 payment will be deposited directly into your bank account that is linked with Centrelink. Just like your normal pension, it will appear in your account with a clear label so you know exactly what it is. The timing may differ slightly depending on your bank, but the process is straightforward, safe, and designed to be hassle-free. Now, when can you expect it? According to the rollout schedule, these payments are set to begin in the coming weeks. Some seniors may see the money arrive sooner, while others might have to wait a little longer, depending on processing times. But the important thing is, the payment is confirmed and on the way. Here's something important. Always make sure your bank details with Centrelink are up to date. If you've recently changed banks, moved house, or updated your contact details, double-check them in your online account or call Services Australia. The last thing you want is for this $5,000 to be delayed simply because of an old bank account number. And please, a gentle word of caution. Whenever there is a large payment like this, scammers often try to take advantage of seniors. Be alert. Remember, Centrelink will never call you out of the blue asking for your banking password, PIN, or personal information in exchange for this payment. You don't need to pay any fees or click on strange links to get your money. The payment is automatic, safe, and secure. If you ever feel unsure, hang up the phone, delete the suspicious message, and contact Centrelink directly. Protect yourself, because this money is yours and no one else's. Now let's talk about something deeper, the impact this $5,000 will have. For many seniors, this money will be the difference between constant stress and a little breathing space. It might cover medical costs, home repairs, or overdue bills. It might help put food on the table without the need to cut corners. It might even give you the freedom to treat yourself or your loved ones after years of sacrifice. But beyond the dollars, this payment is a recognition. It's the government acknowledging the struggles you've faced, and it's society saying, "We will not forget you." That matters just as much as the money itself. My dear friends, as we come to the end of this video, I want you to remember something important. This $5,000 Centrelink age pension payment is more than just a financial boost. It's a reminder that you are valued. After years of hard work, raising families, contributing to communities, and building this country, you deserve support, respect, and dignity in your retirement years. So please, check your details, stay alert to scams, and most importantly, keep hope alive. This money is coming to help you breathe easier, to help you live with a little more comfort, and to remind you that your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, because together we are building a community where no senior is left behind. Share this video with your friends and family so they know what's coming. And drop a comment below telling us what this $5,000 would mean for you personally. Your stories inspire others, and they remind us all why these payments matter so deeply. From my heart to yours, thank you for joining me today. Stay safe, stay strong, and remember, you are never alone in this journey. Until next time, take care, and may this payment bring you peace, relief, and comfort.